subscribe and click that bell icon to get notified of my latest uploads.
Hey guys, and welcome back to the episode of 7 Days to Die, Doctor's Fool's Mod. I actually got insanely far, but before that, I made the dumbest of mistakes. During the last video, I said, well, we're going to face the Horde, day 117, and I was actually preparing at the Horde base, making sure we have ammo, switching all the switches on, and then I noticed there's no Horde, because it's only on day 119. So I can still do a loot run and stuff just as it turns 119, and then I think I'll do that off camera, because we have this fast bike now. So I'm going to go just before nightfall or before midnight. I'm going to go to the Caitlin's, and then on the way back, it should reset, and we can just quickly go there. Now, I actually also did quite a bit of work off camera. As you guys can recall, I only had the railings on one or two sides, and now all 20 houses, the 10 on this side and 10 on the other side, have the railings all the way across. So the houses are now finally done. I think I said we still need to put walls in here, but I don't think that's as necessary. And then also we have all of this up here like we did last time. Just close this door. And as you guys can see, I have a ton of crops planted over here, 120 of each. And this is what we're going to use actually for paint, because we are insanely close to finishing this project. I just cannot wait. I want to show you guys the project. Ooh, I just saw that. That isn't supposed to be like that. Oh well, it's not like we're going to come across it anyways. So, what I want to do now, let's just see. Do I have the ammo on me? Yes. Also, what I did was, I went downstairs over here. There's a ladder, there's a pitfall. Don't break anything. I basically went down here and I finished the walling over here. Just make sure there are no zombies over here. But this concrete goes all the way around now. So it's reinforced. Now we just need to go and add some ammo. I said we're going to go for 125 stacks, and then later when we have more ammo, I'm actually considering making it stacks of 250. Because, I mean, it's only supposed to be like 125, but who knows, perhaps a behemoth or something spawns down here, then you're going to have a little bit more ammo in these guns. I'm still not sure whether I actually want to point these down. This should work though, because there was a bandit that followed me around one of these corners at the back, and the turret, it sounded like the turret wanted to fire at him. It just didn't have the ammo to do so. So the fact that he was hugging the wall and the turret wanted to shoot means that the turrets will cover this whole ground area over here. I'm just glad we're finally arming these guns. I've been saying for a while now that I wanted to do it, but I completely forget every single time. And we've had the ammo for quite a while now. So, and I'm also making more ammo for the Horde and etc. I just need to remember to lock the ammo in every time I put some ammo in here. Otherwise, they're not going to work. Although, we still have that problem of the fact that not all the turrets are on at the moment. If I had a wire cutter over here, I could actually show you. This one doesn't have any power. And I thought it was just on one of the sides, but it seems all of the sides have this issue. Remember, each side has two solar panels. So you'd think that would be enough, but I think... I can't remember if it's both solar panels or just one of them that has one turret too many. And because of that, the power isn't getting into that last turret. And unfortunately, it changed. So even if only this turret works, or for example, only this turret sees a zombie, it won't fire. Because the power has to go through all of those that are getting the power in the first place, and then get to this one that doesn't have any power. I'm just really glad I did this wall off camera. It's finally dry as well. It would have taken so much time and effort to do this on camera. I would have had to make a speed play or something just to cover this whole wall. At least now we have those castle looking things on top of the wall. We have our drawbridges up, and we have our defenses down here. So even if a zombie were to spawn down here now, like a screamer or something, the turret should technically take care of that zombie. I just need to see which of these turrets don't have power, and then I'll have to make a third row just for that. At the moment, there are two rows going down the street just for the power on the sides of here. Also, guys, I just want to apologize if my voice still sounds a little bit weird. Now and then it sounds perfect, and other times it's just you can hear I'm still sick. That's just the thing that goes with being a swimming instructor. I mean, I was almost healthy, and then a little girl jumped into the pool, splashing water up my nose. It burned so bad, and yet again, that dried out my nose, gave me sinus infection yet again. So I'm battling with that, and as soon as that's healed, my voice should be normal again. Although it's weird, only in the mornings when I wake up, you can barely hear me. I sound like a frog or something. And then at night or during the day, it gets better, and at night it gets worse again with a cold. I'm actually surprised there is a zombie down here, as long as it's not a feral one. I actually came across a feral during the day, which says a lot about my game stage. Oh, and speaking of game stage, oh, turrets work, nice. Speaking of game stage, my game stage is 3.4. So for this next horde, we should have that. Ooh, damn, I don't like this. I want to have it full. No, not full. For the next horde, we should have that full strength horde. Remember, Akine said that at 3000 game stage, there's quite a bit more demons and a ton of radiators. But at 3.5 game stage, that's when it's mostly just demons. So I'm really afraid of the next horde. I actually also want to see if we can put some spikes up there, because at the moment we only have the electrical defenses. I want some old-fashioned defenses as well. And I think I'm going to go for these spikes and see how far I can upgrade them as well. I actually really hope Alpha 17 drops soon, but on the other hand, we are so close to finishing this build. It would actually suck if it comes out right before I finish it. Technically, we still only need to do the painting of the shops. Well, the last two shops still need to be upgraded, but we only need to do the painting of the shops, and then also put stuff in there, like the cupboards, or the cabinets and the bookshelves and stuff. But other than that, we are done with this build. I actually want to make a base tour. As soon as this is done, I'm going to make a base tour of this one. And what do you guys think? Should I do this base tour and the defense base tour in one video, or separate it? I mean, this one is just for fun. It's not actually for defense, so it might not fit well with... because remember, when I do the horror defense, I usually use titles like the best defense or epic defense or something. And if I use that with this, it's not going to look right. So I might just have to make a base to a video of a mega build, and then a base to the video of a defense. I think that's the only way this is going to work. I actually put a little bit more ammo in than necessary, because I knew that there was just over 80 turrets in this thing. I think there's like 84 turrets in this whole defense down here. And this isn't even my horde defense. That says a lot. Okay, so let's quickly get up here. I still actually do regret the fact that we weren't able to make this place in the original blocks. That I'm actually using wooden blocks and then just painting over them. Solely because of the fact that if you look at the map now, everything's just brown. But if they were the original blocks, like for example the dirt and the water, that's not wood, you can see it's different colors. So if it wasn't for that, this actually would look good on the map as well. Oh wow, this is done, awesome. I think instead of planting again, we're going to start making the paint, and then next episode will be the horde, I think. That gives me a little bit of time to grind off camera, and also visit all the traders. And then the episode after the horde episode will be us populating the 4 stores and painting them as well. But which also means when I go to the Caitlin's now, I need to take stock of what colors go where. So I'm going to need to take like 30 or 40 brushes with me just to get those textures. Also need to take some screenshots inside and outside of those places, just so I can make sure that I get the texture spot on. It's a shame that the harvest for all of these plants are so uneven. I mean, the goldenrod gives you 2, I think. Yeah, the goldenrod gives 2, the chrysanthemum gives 2, but the cotton gives 3. So you're not actually able to just plant the same ones over again. Otherwise, you can end up with a ton of cotton. Although you can make cloth with that and then just make repair kits with that. Let's just close the door over here. You don't want any NPCs walking in there. Also, if there's a destroyed block somewhere and a zombie spawns in here, you don't want zombies going in there. Okay, so a ton of plants just... How many was that? 240 more or less. So 240 of each harvested just now, and that means we're going to be able to make quite a bit of paint as well. And also I want to show you guys this. As you guys can see, I actually did the glass all around. Except, of course, over here for the doors, because I want to be able to see where I should enter. If it was just glass, you won't be able to see. Also, I don't know if this is because of the fact that it is a different kind of block, but as you can see the side from this. Even if I were to fill in a ramp frame on the inside, it still does the same. So just decided to go simplified method, and then all around on there, and then as there as well. As you guys can recall, I actually only wanted to do it, for example, this screen over here, and then that slit over there. But I decided it would actually look good if it's standing on glass. And it actually does. All four of them have been done, and all four of them are done being painted. So now the only things we still have to paint are the four stores and then the floors over here. Well, then also, of course, the stairway over here, or the walkway over here. But I don't know what color I'm going to make that. Okay, so let's quickly count over here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That is 14. That is 28 windows. Just going to make 23 because we do still have some in the base. And then also, while I'm in the base, I want to grab some scrap iron so we can make some metal siding for the back. Also, as you guys can see, I actually got a few solar cells extra. I'm just waiting for a crappier one so I can put it with a purple over here. I feel it's going to be a waste to put the green with the purple to make it a 600. Okay, and then I'm looking for windows, and I'm looking for some scrap over here. Scrap will be, I think, with a forge room. And then also the stuff in here should be done crafting. Whoops, no. Should be done crafting by now. Let's just quickly check up on that. Awesome. A ton more. After this horde, we're going to be able to replenish all those turrets. Definitely going to be able to replenish it. So, as you guys see, my voice is starting to crack, and I apologize for that. Okay, so let's just grab some gunpowder over here. Bullet tips, and then I don't think there's any casings in here. So there's more than enough tips at the moment. I'm just going to put it in one of these workbenches, and then actually we can take out all the ammo in these. 1, 2, 3. Okay, there's no need at the moment. All four of these actually have ammo in them, but to take them out with a laggy interface is going to take a while, and then also we have to put them away somewhere. I actually want to take all of this ammo to the horde base because this is going to be used to replenish all those turrets. Also, we need to finish painting these. Actually, I'm thinking of leaving it wood. It doesn't look nice like this, especially when it gets closer to the red. So I'm just going to make this wood again, and then that saves us the time of having to do these as well. Okay, so let's see. What do we have on us? Paint. We have to make paint. Just quickly want to put away the ammo stuff. And then for the paint, we need water as well, or rather murky water. And the nice thing is we do have the sink over here. So we just do this, and it fills it with water. And I'm so mad at myself for not doing this earlier, because as you guys can recall, when I first needed water, I needed to go to the farms and then pick up the water over there. But that just screwed me in different ways. Okay, paint requires what else? Just fuel. That's going to make 2... I don't know how much that is. I'm just afraid it's too much. Let's just see if I put a few in here. I'm just going to put 11 minutes worth because I want to make half of that. Nope. Put one away. Thank you. That is 6,000. Okay, so less than I expected. Okay, still, 12,000 paint is 12,000 paint. I'll just have to go and... Ooh, I'm going to have to go scavenge more for more plants. I should have actually just replanted these, but I want to start painting. Okay, so the cotton can go in here for now. You just eat something as well. And then the water can go down here for now. There's actually still some water left over here that we used for paper. So, and some wood, but I mean, we have a ton of wood, so we're not going to run out of that. Okay, so we have the metal siding, we have the... Where is my bike? We have the metal siding and we have the windows. Let's go. Man, I love this bike. So damn fast. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is the roofs I'll do off camera. Before the horde, I'll start with the roofs. Because especially with the ramp frames I'm going to have to put up over here, it's just going to be too much, or not too much. It's going to be way too tedious to do on camera. And it's going to take a lot of time to do. Oh, wow, you can actually place these diagonally. don't know if you guys just saw that. Look here. That's actually awesome. So I could have actually used that upstairs as well, if I wanted to. Also, I'm going to need doors for over here. Can't remember how many doors I used on the other side, so let's just make 5 for now. And then siding. That is 6, but we need for the other side as well. So that's 18 siding. Oh wow. Oh, that's because for a moment I couldn't understand why I had 2 little windows or too few windows. That's because I misplaced that one. Okay, so let's see what we do with the doors over here. If I'm not mistaken, we put it level with the outside. Yep. And then same for those. As we go into the rooms, that's where they go. So they open into the. There's no. They get placed on this side and then you enter. It's not that they're there. Yeah, you could actually explain it by saying the hinges are on the outside and then it opens inward, rather than the hinges being on the inside and it opens outward. So we're going to place the doors on this side. Also, as you guys can see, I put these in. Off camera, I noticed that I actually completely forgot to put these in between. Okay, so this will be the bathroom. And then over here will be the storage room. Metal siding goes there. And last room. Okay, so if I'm not mistaken, this is just 1, 2, 3. Yep. So I can just do this. Also on the outside. If zombies were here, the reason for doing this, guys, is so it's smooth on the outside. If, say, for example, this was the outside and there's a hole over here, the zombies get stuck and they start wailing on the building. Okay, so I should technically first paint and then put the roof and paint the roof. But I'm quite a lazy guy. So I'll just do all the painting together. Ooh, and before we forget, let's just take this out as well. What do you guys think of the progress thus far? Do you think I should actually add more buildings or like gardens or stuff? Or just paint the floor a color? Remember, we also have to paint these buildings for my friend. So we have to paint those. We have to paint the floor. Although, instead of painting the floor, I could just replace it with like a garden, like with the trees over there. But I don't want too many trees, especially with the farms growing and the trees growing. That's just going to create way too much lag. Ooh, I just noticed, since this is the last 2, they're actually 1 higher inside. So I'm going to have to do this. And then the roof goes on top of that. I don't think I'm actually going to be using the metal trussing on the inside, because it's actually really not that necessary. It's not like we're going to struggle with the structural integrity or anything. If for some reason the roof starts caving in, then I'll consider actually putting in the metal trussing as well. It's just that since most of this is wood, I don't think it's going to fit nicely. I just have to make sure of the designs, but one of these, you know those skirtings in between we actually usually put over here, like the 2? I can actually put it over here, but I can't remember which one of these 2 or if it's both of them, but they don't actually have over here. They start at the back. And one of them actually starts further back than the other. So I'll just have to make sure on my schematics and stuff again. I remember I actually have the blueprints for these buildings on Excel from last time I went to the wasteland. So now, next time I'm going to go to the wasteland, I'm going to take screenshots so I can know what color or what has to go when I'm over here. And I'm also going to take as many brushes with me as possible so we can get all those colors in. I actually like building these smaller places. For some, these buildings might look massive, but if you consider how many blocks I've had to place with the horde bases, both of them, and then also with this mega build, it's just the amount of placing blocks I've had to do is insane. Especially the ones on the floor, that took me the longest. All of these took me a few a few real-life days, if not weeks, just to place the floor. So it's a real comfort to be able to place these smaller buildings. I'm actually really lucky that the first wasteland town that we pass actually has all the buildings we're looking for. So I just have to make sure, by the time the day resets for 119, I actually want to be at the trader at the back, the very furthest one on the map. Because if I spend time with her, then with this one, then with... Wait. It's this one, and then lastly, this one over here, then I can just pass through this town which has all 4 of the buildings, and then look at this, the designs. Hopefully by then it's actually daytime as well. Otherwise I'm going to have to deal with quite a bit of zombies while I'm just trying to take screenshots. Although it is the wasteland, so most of the zombies are ferals anyways, and there's a ton of bandits in the area. So I really need to be careful when I go back there. Especially since I'm not going to be fighting, I'm just going to be taking screenshots, and also I have to look at the textures or copy the textures with a ton of paintbrushes. So I have to do all of that without getting confused. It's going to suck if I come back here and I accidentally mix up the places. Okay, so this is another one for the metal siding. While we're here, we can actually start placing this one. Although we won't be able to get in and out because of the metal twisting being over here. Also, guys, remember, unfortunately for the bookstore, I'm going to have to use creative mode to spawn in the bookshelves. Because although you can, like I said in the previous episode, you can buy them at the traders. They're not that, you don't come across them that often, so they're very rare. They're very scarce. So I'll rather just spawn those in and save myself the time and the hassle and effort. You guys can, yeah, I'm sick. I'm struggling to think straight. Just normal sayings I'm messing up. Okay, now where? That's the door. This is the bathroom. From there, actually, I thought I blocked off the door. Just think, my trees aren't even on high quality, and look at the quality of these trees. Now imagine if I could play this game in ultra. That's why I've said it before and I'll say it again. I really, really hope they looked at the optimization of this game. I mean, if you look at his videos, Madball's videos on YouTube, they're so stuttery, and the frame drop is insane. So hopefully he says it's mostly because of the debugging window and stuff. But then close that. If you want to show people what the game's going to be like, don't show them a buggy thing. I should have actually opened my Excel spreadsheet before I started the recording. The only problem is, like I said in previous episodes, sometimes when you go out of the game and look at something in, say, PowerPoint or even Excel, and you come back into the game, you have to click on OBS before you come back into the game. Otherwise, it doesn't pick up your mic at all. So many countless episodes of mine have been ruined because of that. I could just use Audacity or something like that to capture the sound, but then if that fails, then I lose the sound. So I'm a really paranoid guy. I don't like putting my faith in one kind of software. Okay, so since the outsides I know have these skirtings in between, I can actually put that in now. It's just the middle ones that I have to hold off on for now. I think both of them are like this. They start from the second one, because there's mostly the cabinets over here. Then there's like a vending machine or something over here, and then the aisles start. I can't remember any of them only having one of the skirtings, like for example, oh, come on, just over here. So even though I don't really think I should, I'm just going to put these in and upgrade them, and if I'm wrong, at least even a double upgraded wooden block, it gets one shot taken out with the level 600 titanium chainsaw. So it's not really that much of an issue. Okay, let's quickly do this. Just quickly want to upgrade this, and then also need to make some doors again. Oh, I almost forgot about that. We need to put windows in here as well. Let's see. I think it's 2 in usually. I know that these windows are a little bit different because of the fact that they usually have bars and stuff in front of them. So I think I'm not going to upgrade the front for now, because I think the window should be a little bit wider than this. Man, the problem with my throat is even if I clear my throat, my voice still sounds like it's going away or something. Okay, so the front of the shop I'll leave for now. Let's just quickly upgrade these rows and then focus on the outside. I gotta say, the thing I miss the most about previous alphas is the fact that there wasn't this bad of a frame drop. Since they added in those massive towers in the towns and took away, basically since Alpha 16, we've been experiencing these bad frame drops. And I mean, people keep saying there's no difference between 30 and 60, but if you play this game, there's a clear difference. You can easily tell the difference as soon as it starts lagging, especially when you're busy with the nail gun. you can't get that rhythm going nicely. Also, it's a little bit late in game, but I just want to congratulate say a happy birthday to my friend Worf 3K. I can't remember which one he is in game because it's been so long. But yeah, it's his birthday, or it was his birthday. But it was like the 5th. I've been sick the whole time, so I haven't been able to make a video in a while. So I just completely forgot to wish him a happy birthday. So happy birthday, dude. Okay, so this is the last wall over here. I think with the other shop, if I'm not mistaken, this is the Shocker Messiah. The working stiffs is a little bit longer than this. I might be wrong, and this might be the working stiffs. But yeah, since these two buildings are very similar to each other, I think I'm going to place and upgrade those blocks on the other one off camera. And also try and put all the roofs on off camera. And then next episode should be the Horde episode. Let's just quickly put these windows in. No, not the windows, the doors in. Over here. Once again, on the outside. See, I know there's supposed to be windows over here, but I just can't remember where they go. And I know some of these shops have a door going from the toilets, but I think that's the bigger shops I was talking about in the other episode. When I said this is actually a small shop, there's supposed to be a shop where there's actually the rooms quite bigger inside as well. It's like taking two of these shops and putting them together. Let's just take this one out. Okay. Like I said, I'll do the roofs off camera, do the other shop off camera, and then after the Horde episode, we should be finishing up. It all depends on the amount of paint as well. Well, who knows? Perhaps I'll just spawn in paint when it gets to like the end game kind of thing. Because at the moment, all we really need to do is face that level or the game stage 3500 Horde, and other than that, we just need to finish these shops. So I'm not gonna just wait for paint to grow or the crops to grow for paint, and it's just for paint and then paint and be done. Or rather, if I run out of paint, just spawn in paint, paint the thing, and then be done with this build. Finally. So if you guys like this episode, please like and share with your friends. Any comments or tips or feedback, leave that down below. I think this is the working steps of here. And if you guys are new to this channel, please remember to hit the subscribe button for more of this content. See you guys next time.